Welcome back to Management Classics in yet another episode of Presentation One-on-One video series. In this episode we'll continue with visual aid and some classic do's and don'ts. Jumping right into it, a classic don't is unsummarized data, because few things gets me or an audience as confused as table upon table of data. Of course you want to show your amazing data that supports your results, and I guess it's kind of transparent and honest in a way as well. And maybe you as the creator of the table can't really see the problem either, because you know where to look and which numbers to compare to which. So it's obvious really, for you. And the next, yes, you in the back. What to look for in a table? Well, I think we all can agree that it is really simple. You see, we like to see the average return of the S&P 500, so we look in the middle of the table. And if we compare the three different tables, we can see the difference between inflation adjusted and the dividends reinvested. The audience, on the other hand, need to focus so hard to understand where they should look and what they should remember from this slide, so we can compare it to the other slide, that they won't listen a second on what you have to say. Well, I think we all can agree on that it is really simple. You see, we would like to know the average return of the S&P 500, so we would have looked in the middle of the table, but because of the tulip mania of the 1600s, we actually looked to the left and, well, this is a side note, but if we compare that to the top right, we can actually see the average rainfalls of the medieval age, and well, comparing that to the other two tables, we can see that you should buy apples instead of pears, but because of the seasonal change that we can see, and well, obviously thunder and so on. If you compare that to the other slides, you have to see that it is not really a simple order. A better way to present data is to summarize it to extreme, so it's only the absolute essence of it that shows. You want to show how the profit margin has increased over the last 3 years, well then simply just show three numbers, like 15, 18, 20%, and I think everybody understood the point. And if somebody want to examine your data and know where it came from, they can simply do it after presentation. So, if done right, digital aid can be really crisp. However, non-digital aid should not be seen as any less of an option. If digital tools aren't really your thing, a flipboard or some simple props can work just as fine. There are a lot of different physical props that can be used. You can bring your own or simply use what is available in the room you are in. If you want to show how some material or product is and get a hands-on feel, you can simply bring your own. Yeah, you see the plastic composition of this simple broom allows it to be both light and still kind of sturdy. Yeah, it's a brand new plastic composition used in the industry actually, so you can pass it around and get a feel for it. While existing furniture or attributes of the room can be used as anchoring points, meaning that you anchor some points of your story to the room. That makes it easier for the audience to remember what you've said. For example, well, you see, the bathroom in our first apartment was not the biggest one you would have seen. It's actually not bigger than the table over there. Finishing this part off with what maybe is the most important tip of the visual aid part. And that is, as the name implies, that it should be visual. Animations, pictures, drawings and so on. It should not consist of 40 slides filled with text. Because the only thing slides filled with text help you with is losing the attention of the audience. Because they won't listen to you, they will read the text. And that is everything of the visual aid part of this video series. In the next part, we will talk about how you get the most out of your preparations when the big day finally arrives. So, until next time, enjoy the journey. Bye.